On today's exciting episode of What the Hell Did I Just Get Myself Into? I'm changing that out. Well, not so much that, but the tensioner. Just got this apart with a really nice tool. Because, why not? And yeah, we're going to change that out. Got the new one in the back of the truck. I'll show you that in a minute. There she'd be in all her glory. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. Looks like a lot of fun, eh? Go use my my tool over there to lift her out of here in a minute. That should be fun. Oh yeah. Do believe the term is work harder, not smarter. I think that's how it goes, yeah. I'll just get this thing up and move it out of the way. Because, it's kind of in the way, right? One piece at a time. Sweet junkards. I should do it right about there, right? So much fun. There. Disconnected itself. Ha ha! I'm almost like a real operator here. Almost. Yeah. Now I ought to get the rest of it out of the hole. Oh, it's like it's giving birth. It's time to put that into there. So basically you got to rig it up, I guess maybe about here to the wheel, kind of walk it in that way, I guess. Just kind of line that part up with that part, then we could just slide it in. Oh, well, at least that's how we hope it's going to go. I was actually pleasantly shocked that the bolts back here for the idler, there weren't seized or nothing. They actually came off nice. They're all cleaned up. They're all clean, so that's good. I thought for sure that was going to be a bit of a nightmare, but so I'll take the pluses when I can. And yeah, so we're going to put this back together. Chain. The machine I was using yesterday is gone, so I grabbed this guy. We're going to use that to walk that in. Yeah, let's get to work. There we go. Pretty much lined up. She's in the hole. Didn't break the nipple off in the back. That's good. And just line her up to your tracks here, just like you do at your train set at home, or slot car racer, whatever. And now we're just going to push this in. I'm thinking I'm going to try doing it with a piece of wood and the back of that again, right up against here. Just push it in. Should go nice and easy. Should. Or maybe I'll use the loader again. I don't know. We'll see. Or I'll grab a blue bar, because that's more physically, but mind you, it's just me out here, so it's kind of hard to line up a piece of wood and hold it up and the machine, work the machine at the same time. So I might just do that. I'll use the bar, and I'll just walk her in nice and slow. That should work. Well, it should, in theory. We'll see. And now for the easy part. Well, found that thing. That's a plus. But I suck at stick, so hopefully that weld will hold up and then I can pull the rest of that bolt out. Here's the hoping, fingers crossed, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, get in there. Oh, it's the small victories that make it worth it right there. Oh, yeah. Now that that's all done with, we're just going to bring this up and start lining up the teeth here. And once they're lined up, that's pretty much all there is to it. And we'll put the plate on, bolt them down. And yeah, we'll call this part done at least. Looks pretty cool. I like this style. It's better than a pin. I like these. These are a little easier to work with. Now, there's a few ways we can go about putting this thing together here. I've got it this far, right? Got it lined up here. Right, it was lined up a little bit better earlier, but I loosened the slack off a little bit, so it's a little off right now. Now, one way of doing this, when you get it all back together and it's all lined up properly, you can see here I ground this down. You can tack weld that, right? But I'm going to pretend that that beast over there isn't here for a minute. And I just took the old bolts and chopped the ends off, right? I'm going to use the old bolts because we got to get, I'll line this stuff up, right? So we got to get the pad back on it. Right, this thing here, the track pad. Got to get that back on there, but you can't get that on there with this in the way. So I'm going to try this and see what happens. Because sometimes you just can't, you don't have a welder in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to try that, see what happens. Most it'll do is, well, it'll keep it lined up anyways, and then you can get your bolts in properly in the back. Suck it down and put the other bolts in. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. It's loosen enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. So we won't loosen it totally off, you know, for safety reasons, because, you know, we have to keep some safety things in mind. Just some. Not a lot. But, you know, yeah, reasons. So there you go. Let's get this track pad on. Well, ran into my first snag. So I tried to get the bolts in here, right? Well, they don't quite fit. I don't know what's going on here. Out of the parts book, they're showing me that these are the right bolts for it, but they're not. They're completely different. Two are way too long. I mean, these ones would work, you know, but unfortunately, one's just a little bit longer than the other. And, well, you can't really tell, but that's actually a different thread pitch. This is the original, and that's the new one. This is a little more coarser. So I don't know what the heck. I'm going to have fun trying to match that up, I guess. So these chains must be aftermarket. Well, either way, I cleaned out all the threads there. Couldn't quite figure out, because, you know, I would need a tap here, right? Well, I kind of went and kind of made my own out of one of the extra bolts I bought, which, you know, they sometimes do work. Not in this case, because obviously I got a problem with my threads. So I used one of the older ones I welded here. And you know what? It fits no problem. Now I can put this in and out by hand. But not these new ones. I'm like, what the hell? So now I gotta go stop everything I'm doing, because this is different, and go match up some bolts. Great. Love days like this. Now I could do what other mechanics would do and just drive that bitch right in there and leave it for the next guy. Problem is, the next guy is usually the same guy that did it to begin with, and then you'd have to be replacing all that, which wouldn't be fun either. So yeah. Ah, finally there. Had to run across town, go get some match them up there at the you know, at the cat dealership there, and so I got some cat bolts in her. Look good. That's quality right there. Now, gotta position my nipples and then pump this thing up, get her snug, and then I just got to do everything else I need to get done to this thing. This is going to be my pro tip of the day, actually. You did notice in the beginning, or earlier in the video, I was using this pallet to work on. A lot of people do is they just unstrap everything and then, you know, put their stuff away and then throw the pallet away. Well, that's a mistake. Don't throw the pallet away. Use it. It lifted it up enough. It was right there. I just wheeled that idler right into it, bolted her in, no problem, because I had it on a pallet and it was raised up. So keep that in mind next time you're working on something like this, or whatever you're working on, and you got a pallet around. Pallets are good. And you can also make, you know, recycle them afterwards and make stuff out of them, sheds, furniture, whatever. Pallets are good. Yeah, that thing's coming in quick. Look at the colors. Look at the colors of that big system. I don't know if it's big, but might see some hail. Look at that. Look at that blue-green in there. My goodness. comes the thunder. Oh yeah, a lot of action right there. Wind's starting to come up a little bit.
Here comes the truck. All tires wobbling.
Wobbling tires. Yeah. There comes a piece of junk I gotta work on. Woo! Yeah. Not raining quite yet. Soon it's gonna pour. It's gonna pour down like a crazy.